were back in Istanbul, Turkey for my checkup MRI. 9 months ago, here is the video, I got gamma knife radiosurgery on a second pituitary gland there. January 8, 2025, the doctor told me,
radiologist this morning and everything felt okay. It's perfect. Good. The results are perfect.
yeah, tumor free. I expected that. I wasn't afraid of the results at all. So I asked the doctor, couldn't I have done gamma knife treatment, what is so much easier, already on the first tumor? But he said it is better the first time to do the surgery through the nose that I had earlier, because that's how they should be able to get basically everything from the tumor out there, and the chance that the tumor will come back is much, much less. June 2021, I had the surgery through my nose at UCFS, and I went to apparently one of the best neurosurgeons for that kind of tumor in the country, if not even the best. But his student did my surgery, not him himself, and apparently they missed a second tumor. So the chance of the pituitary gland tumor coming back after gamma knife treatment is much higher. So in a year, I have to get another MRI done. I most likely will do it somewhere in Southeast Asia and just send the results to Turkey. Paul thinks what the doctor said about the transsphenoidal surgery, that's the surgery through the nose, like he said, that the chance is much smaller that the tumor comes back than after having gamma knife treatment. Paul thinks that's total bullshit. Paul thinks that the doctor just told us what he learned at med school and that it's bullshit. Paul said that the chance of the pituitary gland tumor coming back after endoscopic pituitary surgery, another word for the surgery through the nose, the one I had, so he said the chance of the tumor coming back after that in the long run is 40%. Anyways, they also tested my hormones and everything looks fine there too. Great, or not so great, because I still have hormonal problems. I hate getting great, good, perfect results back, but I still feel like shit. That the tumor is gone, I can totally feel that, yes, but I still have hormonal problems and I still need to do some changes there. So I hate it to get good results and I feel like shit. Well, not all the time, but really, it's still not good. I still have hormonal imbalances and I should go see an endocrinologist soon again. We stayed in Istanbul, Turkey until January 14th, 2025 before flying to Bangkok, Thailand. We arrived on January 6th, and because this time I was feeling much better, I thought I could actually enjoy Istanbul a little bit more. Here is a video from April 2024 from Istanbul. So the following day, we wanted to go to the Grand Bazaar that is not far away from the Airbnb we were staying. We usually always get the cheapest Airbnb with a kitchen. And this time, this Airbnb was in one of the oldest parts of Istanbul, the textile district. And it's on the European side of Istanbul. Super cute, all we need, and even a little balcony. But unfortunately, it's loud, especially from other guests in the same building. So the day after I got my MRI done, I couldn't sleep until 5 a.m. So I didn't get much sleep at all, but after I got my results back on that day, then I slept much better. I got more sleep. So on January 9th, we started walking towards the Grand Bazaar. Unfortunately, my body felt so heavy. I felt so tired and exhausted. I was super slow. The district was super cute with those narrow passages and the cobblestone, but there were so many people and smells, and that just gave me a slight anxiety. And in Turkey, still a lot of people smoke cigarettes, and that just affects me a lot. So we made it to the Grand Bazaar, we went inside, and we went out again at the next exit right away because it was just too much for me, and I smelled incense everywhere. I couldn't see them though, but I smelled them. This is one of the worst smells for me, and it makes me so dizzy and nauseous. And people were also smoking in that Grand Bazaar building. It's a building and there are shops in that building, so they were smoking in front of the shops. And way too many people. It was too much for me. I couldn't handle it. So we tried to walk the outside of the bazaar, but nope, Too many people, too many smells, couldn't handle that either. But then I saw a section, the book section, they were all books, and there weren't many people at all. I like that. So we walked in there and it was super cute, and I could find postcards there. It's so super hard to find postcards in Turkey, but there I found beautiful postcards. Like, I love them, so beautiful. And they weren't like cheap, but they weren't also super expensive for Turkey. I think for 5 I paid 100 lira, what is $2.83. Here's the video about how I found postcards last time in Fethiye, south of Turkey. Because as mentioned, really everywhere in Turkey it's so hard to find postcards. There was also a mosque right next to the Grand Bazaar, Bayezid Mosque, such a beautiful mosque. I took lots of pictures and videos. The weather was nice and beautiful, but it really tired me out. I was so tired, so the following day I just stayed at home in the Airbnb and rested. But the day after, even though it was so fucking hard for me to wake up, I was so exhausted, we decided to go to the Hagia Sophia. Unfortunately, it was raining. There was an umbrella at the Airbnb, so we took that one with us, but we also bought a second one. So I still got to see something from the European side of Istanbul, but the rest of the days I just tried to rest up, pre-cook and pack and get ready for the next block of our nomad life, of our adventure in Southeast Asia, where I am right now. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.